I say any joy somebody want to have outside accomplishment of vision will last for a short while, because joy makes you immortal. I mean, because vision makes you immortal, the joy is eternal. There is no human being that is preserved by vision that is not happy. Don't forget, you don't lack what you need after you are preserved. Write on your paper. I said, you don't lack what you need after you are preserved. If there is no prosperity, then there is no preservation. And there cannot be preservation without vision. If you lack strength, then there is no preservation. If your life lack honor, then vision has not preserved you. The greatest strength of Satan, the greatest strength of Satan is to distract people from what they are born for. Let me help you with that 9 of Genesis 1 and 2 about Joseph. Prosper in the house of Potiphar. It's not only about Joseph, it's about Jesus, it's about David, it's about Esther, it's about RevChrisChristian. Joy. If that lady is not happy, then she's not busy with vision. I'm about to print 28 books. Why would I be happy? 3 months. Best selling. When I was lying there and it was like about 1:30 this morning, and I feel like I should rest, the teacher said to me, off your fan, get something warm into your body, and off your air condition, and start writing. Because vision, when it produces discipline, you will hate being notorious. Set your own boundaries. When you meet a notorious, excuse me, there are pastors, they think that they can use Bible to swindle people. They are not visionary. They try to preach and their value is zero. How can you be a pastor, you don't know vision? And the Lumelu is the managing director of UPA, and he has made that impact. And you that say you have Holy Ghost, you can't make any impact. How can you preach to him? God is of value. You cannot be valueless and trying to introduce God to a valuable man. Let me say it again. I say you cannot be valueless and be thinking, I want to introduce God to somebody. How can you be visionless and be telling somebody about God? A visionary man about God. And if you say you have vision, what have your vision achieved? Why some of us listen to people who create problem, ask us to make contribution? It's because you don't know that you don't have discipline of vision to know that what is in your hand is not meant to be shared with everybody. Cannot even your time. That's 9 of Genesis. It doesn't fail. This I'm telling you. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt. Potiphar's house. Go ahead.
An officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, brought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down hither.
Number 2.
And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man.
Why wouldn't he be prosperous man? The Lord was with him, and he was prosperous, and he was in the house of the master, the Egyptians. Look at number 3.
And his master saw that the Lord was with him,
and he made him
that he did to prosper in all things.
And the Lord made him that he did prosper in his hand. Number 4.
And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he had.
He naturally, that is what vision does. So if you tell me that the reason that please hear me, It is the church that is making people, believers, not to come into the church. You see, because they don't understand this. They don't understand this. You are a believer, you're living in a house, you went and used the money you have to buy big television, buy big speaker, and every night, boom, 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 and you're disturbing the people in the yard. And the next morning, the man came and said, pay your rent. And you use the money you should use to pay rent to buy speakers. And then when the man opened the curtain to ask you for money, he disregarded the television in your room. He disregarded your God. Because you're living in a level you've not gotten to at a particular time in your life. You're trying to show off something that you are not. And then the show off does not attract respect. Just show off. In 41 of Genesis, let's keep looking at scriptures. To Joseph now to Pharaoh. Joseph now to Pharaoh. 37. And the thing was good in the eye of Joseph and the eye of his servants.
And Pharaoh said unto his servant, can we find such a one as this is a man in whom the Spirit of God is?
Yes.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as God hath showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art.
Can somebody off this fan is making me cold? Yes.
Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in a throne will I be greater than thou.
He said, according to thy word shall all my people be what? Be ruled. That is Joseph. This is joy. It doesn't connect to shame. Now, this is what vision does. Esther, the king didn't marry Esther for beauty. Don't forget that you cannot be visionary and be ugly. Vision tells you the kind of clothes that fits you. Vision tells you the kind of hairdo. Because you see, vision opens your eyes. Vision teaches you manner. Vision teaches you how to walk physically. Vision teaches you conduct. Vision is in charge of happiness. Vision puts oil on your face. Even when you have not eaten. Because it has the ability to satisfy you. Vision has the ability. It has the ability to satisfy. So even if you didn't eat, there will be oil on your face. Because your inward man is completely fulfilled. You don't struggle to be happy. Because what will make you happy, you are with it already. Do you know what it means for you to wake up in the morning and you go to the right place? You do right things. That thing you're supposed to do is clear. You don't look for joy. If it's 4 o'clock, 5, 6, you're going home, you're around, you're completely happy. You don't even know you've not eaten. Something happened yesterday. I got tired, and by 3 a.m. I said, okay, I was writing, I wrote to page 3, so I stopped. By 2:30 to 3, I said, let me start again. I didn't know it was possible. I prayed. I was inspired, so I finished writing. Then I said, okay, because I didn't go home. I got up around 7:30, started writing. By 11, I've done the first writing. I started doing another writing. Before 2 o'clock, I've done the third one, the second one. And then I wrote third one before 5. And throughout that yesterday, I was very happy because I had before me 4 courses. So I didn't feel hungry because I was satisfied. Now, am a writing preacher because that is my kind of preacher. That's my kind. There are preachers that are traveling preachers. They go from city to city. I'm not that type. I'm a sitting preacher. I am this type. And I am completely happy. I congratulate those who go to nation. That's not my job. I will not do it anytime. But they need to take from me knowledge that I have produced sitting there so that they can know what to preach. So that I don't go into those places and start preaching something that is out of place. I don't know what I'm saying something. So if joy is not there, then there is no vision. If there is fulfillment of vision and accomplishment, then there will be joy. Please, don't think just like your wife ask you for money. Maybe you married a greedy wife. She multiplies need around you. Don't be ashamed of telling her that money she's looking for is not with you. And you're still happy. Tell her with happiness. Vision doesn't give you everything you want. It provides what you need. So it is an answer to greed. It tempts greedy people. It destroys care of life. You want to have 1 million clothes on earth, 1 billion skates. Every skate you wear must have a shoe to match. It's not what vision do. Vision doesn't buy every shoe to match. That's not what vision do. Vision is interested in bringing your inner value. And when people see you, they respect you so much because of your WORTH, what? Number 4, there is no holiness without vision. Holiness without vision will lead to frustrating abstinence. How can somebody who is not transforming be holy? And how can you transform without looking? I said, how can you transform? You want to force discipline on yourself? The only disciplinarian is vision. And do you not have this vision disciplines? He captures you and say, come on, keep looking at me. Don't look at another place. And that's what is called holiness. Keep. Joseph knew. Joseph didn't lie down, avoided Potiphar's wife because of God. No. Joseph knew that what the woman was trying to do was to distract him. Nothing else. And that is not the life of his vision. It's not because Joseph was actually trying to fear God. No. One of the ways to make young men introduce discipline into a young person is to give him or her discipline. Fear of God didn't provide discipline, didn't produce discipline from me. The way exam did it to me. At the way exam. Let me tell you something that exam did. When I was trying to write JAMB in 1986, I stayed in a compound for 2 months without going.